All right, folks, in this update, I'm going to show you that XRP is signaling an explosive move coming soon. We are lining up the charts, and it takes us right back to that 2017-2018 move when we went 60,000% for XRP. So without further ado, I want to get right on into this. I got a couple data points on the current event situation in Venezuela, and then I want to get into the XRP. It's looking good, folks. Let's go. So starting off here, a picture for the history books. It's been a very long night in Caracas, where the National Guard and police forces have blocked the streets in the city center to try to prevent demonstrators from reaching Miraflores Palace. So we have protests across the country in Venezuela against Maduro and what has taken place in this election. Shots ringing out in Caracas after a day of protests. So we're getting all sorts of video coming in, pictures. It's truly incredible, and thank God we have the platform X here to be able to share this. Now, we did see that Maduro came out and said that Elon is his arch enemy, and he's going to invade the country with his rockets or something like that. And, you know, I've been saying, I just hope that they can stay online. I'm still trying to get information from this. I'm not ready to pick one side or the other. Obviously, I support the people, and, you know, trying to have a stable democracy in some of these countries is quite a challenge, and so we're watching the situation unfold, and we continue to pray. Now, of course, we see Venezuela investigating alleged cyber attack on their electoral system. So the AG of Venezuela, not going to try to pronounce his name, Tarek Saab, announced an investigation into an alleged cyber attack on the National Electoral Council's data transmission system during the presidential elections. The attack, reportedly originating from North Macedonia. Wow. Okay, let me try my words a little bit better here. North Macedonia aimed to alter the results that declared Nicolas Maduro the winner. Suspects include Lester Toledo, Maria Machado, and Leopoldo Lopez, all linked to previous anti-government activities. The public prosecutor's office has assigned national prosecutors to gather evidence and conduct expert reports to support the investigation. So, folks, you know, this is the thing. I just recorded an update in regards to silver and, you know, the cyber attacks. We just saw Ukraine did a cyber attack against the Central Bank of Russia. We just saw that a major French telecommunications company was cyber attacked. We're seeing it every single week, more cyber attacks. Now it's in regards to the elections. This is not slowing down. It's only ramping up. And this is why we got to stay prepared. We need to secure these things I've been talking about. If you give the people decentralized currency, you give them decentralized social media, and you give them a decentralized voting system based on blockchain or distributed ledger technology, you will set the people free. I mean, if we haven't seen enough examples here of why we need decentralized voting, DLT technology to back up and verify our vote, I mean, just look across the board here. It's very simple, right? This is, once again, another issue that shouldn't be political. We want our votes to count. We want our votes to go through. And, you know, there's just not a better solution than putting it on a DLT technology that's verified through multiple nodes, multiple sources of truth. So I'm hopeful that we'll eventually get to that point. It looks like this year we have so many elections taking place across the globe this year. Well, globe or flat earth, whatever you want to call it. So many elections taking place this year, though. And in the meantime, it is bringing a lot of chaos, a lot of uncertainty. And as I've been saying, this is going to come back and impact our markets as well. Now, we are currently watching as the Venezuelan military are now joining the people. And Christy here says that socialism is dying in Venezuela. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. But for now, we are watching. We are seeing police, military siding with the people, and it's a beautiful thing to see. You know, we want to see the people's voices heard. I'll continue to update you guys on that situation. Now, bringing it back home to the United States. Meta, we apologize for censoring Trump's photo. So apparently, they made a mistake, and the Facebook communications director providing a little bit of clarification here, that this was an error. This fact check was initially applied to a doctored photo showing the Secret Service agent smiling, and in some cases, our systems incorrectly applied that fact check to the real photo. This has been fixed, and we apologize for the mistake. Now, this is the problem, right? We get this great technology, this AI, it's going to do this and that, and of course, it pumped up the stock market. even though nobody knows how they're going to leverage AI. They just say they're going to leverage AI and their stock pumps. It's funny how that works. But now, of course, we use AI. It's the excuse that we come up with for why this type of activity continues to happen. And once again, in this day and age, talk about another solution that could be provided by DLT technology, right? Proof of work, proof of verification of verifying that a picture is actually real and not doctored by AI, right? Not manipulated. And then it brings us into the conversation of these social media platforms and their role and what they're doing. For me, like I said, I want the people's voices heard. I've laid it out. You give us decentralized media, crypto, decentralized currency, which also decentralized currency doesn't have to be crypto. It's also this too. You give us decentralized currency, decentralized media, and a decentralized blockchain voting system, you will set the people free. Now let's talk about setting XRP free, what you guys came for. Let's get into it. XRP monthly Bollinger Bands are the tightest ever from Tony the Bull Severino. Tighter than before the historic 60,000% rally that ended in early 2018. Now, do I believe that we're going to do another 60,000% rally? I don't. I don't know what price that would take us to at these current levels. But once again, we are watching on the charts here as everything is lining up to that explosive move that we got in 2017, 2018, and a similar move that we did in 2021 as well. Now, Charting Guy adds a little bit more context. He says, and plus the consolidation is almost twice as long as 2013 to 2017, which was 3.5 years, then boom. So far, this is 6.5 years of consolidation. So 6.5 years of consolidation. Although we got a run up in 2021, we didn't go to an all-time high. We did miss an all-time high because of the SEC lawsuit. The damages are massive. But for those of you guys that are wondering, what the heck are Bollinger Bands? Well, I pulled up the definition on Investopedia to be able to explain this one to you guys. Bollinger Bands is basically the standard deviations between the average trading price. So the center line is the stock price's 20-day simple moving average. The upper and lower bands are set at a certain number of standard deviations, usually 2, 1 above and below the middle line. As above, so below, right? The bands widen when a stock's price becomes more volatile and contract when it is more stable. Many traders see stocks as overbought as their price nears the upper band and oversold as they approach the lower band, signaling an opportune time to trade. While valuable, Bollinger Bands are a secondary indicator that is best used to confirm other analysis methods. Below, we guide you through how to interpret Bollinger Bands when the tool is best used and what other indicators are best matched with it. So right here, we're matching Bollinger Bands with consolidation. And it's showing us that right now, XRP is stabilized, but it's also getting tight. There's not much selling pressure, right? We've seen all these red candles come in on Bitcoin over the past week. XRP just still hangs around that 60-cent level. A couple wicks to 58, 57.5, right back up to 60 cents. And what it's signaling to me is that we're set to explode at any moment now. Now, obviously, there's a lot of speculation about the lawsuit ending, and that's justified because the lawsuit is going to end very, very soon, guys. It cannot be understated enough. All of the speculation, all the hype, the case is going to, be settled up. I remember thinking that the case was going to be settled up months after it was dropped. I remember thinking on the day that the lawsuit was dropped, after my initial response of being mad and being upset and watching XRP price go down, then after about an hour or so, I realized, this is what we have to go to. Just like every other company in history that's, big major companies that have gone through little lawsuits like this, this is just part of our process. This is, what we have to go through. And I didn't think that we were going to be in it for 3.5, almost 4 years now, but here we are, right? And so we are at the end of this case. It is completely justified to be hyped on XRP right now based off the fundamentals, based off the technicals, and based off of the inevitable ending of this lawsuit, along with all the additional utilities we're getting. We're perfectly set up right now. And so I want you guys to stay tuned. Make sure you guys have subscribed and hit that notification bell if you appreciate my content, and so that you don't miss this next update where I'm going to be talking about adding XRP as a strategic reserve to our US Treasury. Everybody wants to talk about Bitcoin, this is the topic of the day. Should we add Bitcoin as a strategic reserve? Well, I think that a better option would be adding XRP, and you're going to see that in my next video. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. All of my community resources are available at zachrector.com. If you're looking for a place to buy XRP, other cryptos, we got exchanges. If you're looking for places to store your crypto, we got wallets. And if you're looking to get some of that precious metals, 401k or direct to your door, let's get it done. It's at zachrector.com. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.